Hi, so today I'm going to show you a quick process on how we do our wet glazing with the silicone. And this is normally going to be on the outside of the windows and the inside, same techniques, okay? So you're going to need a few tools for that. We have these silicone type spatulas that we provide with our shipments, and this is used after the balloons at the top of the windows have been cut and the tubes have been crimped and pushed back up in there. You'll have this tool supplied because that gap in there will have to be siliconed on the interior of all the fixed units. This is not required for operable units. Those are completely sealed, but the nature of the manufacturing, there is no way that we can seal fixed units up completely. So there is some on-site work that has to happen. This is another alternative, and you'll see how those are kind of beveled on the edges to help clean and scrape the silicone. And we do the same. These are just a homemade type thing. This is also made out of silicone, but honestly I've seen these also made out of pieces of wood, some thin 1/8-inch pieces of wood, like a hardwood, like maple or something like that, that's not so porous. You can make your own if you need to. And then we also have this that's supplied. This is a silicone smoothing agent. This is essentially a soap, like Dawn dish soap and water. And this has some other chemicals in there as well that supposedly helps with the tooling of the silicone a little bit. But honestly, to me, it doesn't make that much difference. So a little Dawn dish soap where the water turns blue will help you, okay? You'll need rags, clean rags, rubber gloves, okay? We need a place to scrape our silicone, and we simply just use old cardboard boxes so we can scrape our tool on the box to clean it, and then use our rag to get it even further clean, okay? And you'll also need silicone, which we provide on the job site, the 10.2 ounce plastic cartridges, and you can cut the tip on those so it's a little bit larger than the void that you're trying to fill, because the goal is you don't want this tip going inside the void. You want it laying on top to completely fill the void. Okay, if the tip went inside, like this was too narrow, it would go inside and not completely fill the void. Okay, this gives the best adhesion, and it's going to give the best surface area for the silicone to adhere. Okay, so we're going to be using these sausage guns, but you'll have just a normal plastic cartridge with a normal hand operated gun, okay, and that's what you'll use to fill the corners on fixed units. Okay, so I'm going to show you the process here that I do so you can understand that. So I'm going to completely overfill that void to do this properly. And this is you're gonna think, oh, this is a little bit wasteful. There I had a small air bubble. Kind of made a mess right there. So we're gonna refill that air bubble. Generally, you don't get these air bubbles, but this is from me reusing an old tube that has been sitting around for a couple days. And sometimes they don't work the best. And if you need a ladder to get these higher areas, I would highly recommend it. Okay, we've overfilled that joint, and we're going to take our smoothing agent and our our spatula, and we're going to tool this. We're going to spray this. Wherever you don't want the silicone to stick, you spray this material, this solution, and it won't stick to it. So you'll notice I'll spray my gloves. And when you're only doing the small corner where the balloons have been taken out, you're not going to be using so much. It's a fairly quick process. I'm going to start away from the corner and go into the corner, scraping the glass. So I'm putting a good amount of pressure on the glass. And this takes a little technique to do this. Okay. The idea is you want to try to get it all in the first pass. That doesn't usually happen because you don't want to. The less you work this, the better it's going to look. Okay. The more you work it, the worse it's going to look. The worse your results. So here again, I'm just going to skim across it again, scraping that glass a little harder. I have found that normally I've got to go across these 2 times to make them look really nice. See, I'm catching that excess, putting it in my box. I'm cleaning my tool with a rag. And you've got to reapply this each time you go back in. If you forget this step, it'll just smear. It'll smear and go everywhere. And you notice I sprayed my tool as well with the solution. Okay. A little bit more here on the bottom. Okay, we're pretty clean now. There's a little bit of silicone on the face of the door. We're going to get that off of there. Make sure it's clean and make sure everything looks good. A little bit up to the corner, we can clean that up. Okay, that looks really good there. Okay, so that's the technique, is we always tool our silicone for the best possible joint. So when you see this video and you use this video, you're going to be filling up in the corner here where that balloon is and those tubes. You're going to cut those, push those up in there, and you're going to fill that with the appropriate color. Use your tool and your solution to fill those voids with silicone. And one thing you should do before you put silicone in those is I recommend a clean rag and some 90% isopropyl alcohol just to clean any residue off up in there so you get a good adhesion of the silicone. So we don't really recommend 70% or 71. It needs to be 90 or 91 or 99 if you can find it. It's the best cleaner. Okay, thank you.